From the bustling streets of ancient Rome to the soaring cities of the sky and the eerie depths of cosmic horror, the city building games of 2025 are shaping up to be a landmark, no pun intended, year for us fellow builders. Let's not delay any longer, there is stuff that needs to be made. In Whiskerwood, yeah, please sir, no, I will not do that again, don't close on the video. You'll build a charming village inhabited by anthropomorphic animals, empathizing a community building and resource management. The game features a dynamic weather system. It's a delightful twist on the genre for players who loves a touch of whimsy and probably are in furries. The game also features interacting with neighboring furry villages, adding a layer of furry diplomacy and furry trade. With adorable furry art style and engaging mechanics, Whiskerwood is perfect for players looking for a lighter to set themselves on fire. No, sorry, meant a more earth-warming city building experience. For those who prefer dark themes, Worshipper of Cthulhu cast you as the leader of a cult bent on awakening the cosmic horror of Cthulhu. Manage resources, perform dark rituals, and balance the demands of the gods with the well-being of your citizens. Which doesn't make sense because you're going to sacrifice them anyway, but okay. A demo is already available, showcasing its eerie promises. The game's unique mechanics such as human sacrifice and eldritch rituals set it apart from traditional city builders. With its Lovecraftian atmosphere and unsettling gameplays, Worshippers of Cthulhu is a must-try for fans of horror and strategy. Nova Roma, in case you don't speak Latin, it means New Rome. I don't speak Latin either, but here we are. You will rebuild the Roman Empire in a new world, construct iconic structures like the Colosseum and aqueducts, manage resources, and appease the gods to avoid divine wrath. This game blends city buildings with strategy and diplomacy, offering a rich historical experience. Players will need to navigate political alliances and trade routes to restore Rome to its former glory. The game empathizes on divine intervention and adds an extra layer of complexity, as neglecting the gods will lead to catastrophic consequences. No, you're not seeing double, this is another Rome game. In Pax Augusta, you'll build and manage a thriving Roman city near Mount Vesuvius. In case you don't know history at the time, it's kinda like the volcano that exploded and killed a bunch of people. The game empathizes dynamic challenges including natural disasters like ashfall and earthquakes, while incorporating generational gameplay. Manage family tree, develop talents, and keep your citizen happy to earn the emperor favors. I mean, not to survive? Okay, of course. The game also focuses on trade and infrastructure, allowing players to create architectural marvels that reflect the splendors of the Roman era. Its blend of survival elements and city buildings mechanics, Pax Augusta offers a unique twist on historical simulation, challenging players to balance prosperity with the ever-present threats of a disaster. Rewrite history in Pompeii: The Legacy, where you'll construct and preserve the legendary city of Pompeii under the shadow of Mount Vesuvio. No, you're not mistaken, this is not like a typo, this is another game about surviving Vesuvius, but it's okay. Balance societal needs, restore management and urban planning while preparing for the looming threat of volcanic disaster. The game's survival elements add tension and urgency, as players must constantly adapt to the changing environment. From managing ashfall to evacuating citizens during eruptions, Pompeii: The Legacy offers a gripping blend of city building and survival mechanics. Can you outsmart history and save your people from disaster? Most likely no. After Hink Revival is slated for mid-2025 release, brings a roguelike twist to the city building formula, dropping players into procedurally generated world left in ruin by a fallen corporation, just like our future. Each playthrough offers a fresh map filled with unique new challenges, from hostile creatures to unpredictable environment hazards, making adaptability key. You'll gather scavenged material to craft tools, buildings, and defenses with a robust system that rewards experimentation. Most likely you will use a wiki, but don't spoil your own fun. The game's vibrant and drawn art style stands out, contrasting its bleak setting with bursts of colors. Its addicting gameplay loop has already won over the tester in the early access. What sets After Ink's Revival apart? Its blend of replayability and progress, a skill tree that lets you unlock technologies and abilities, tailoring your strategy wherever you prioritize defenses, resource efficiency, or rapid expansion. In Airborn Empire, the ground is unhabitable. The ground is The ground is uninhabitable. The ground is uninhabitable. The ground is my god. Oh my god, why cannot do this? The ground is uninhabitable. The ground is uninhabitable. The ground is uninhabitable. The ground is uninhabitable. Yay! And your city takes to the sky, building floating metropolis, managing resources harvested from the air, and fend off sky pirates. The sequel to Airborn Kingdoms expand on the concept with new aerial combat mechanics and a larger world to explore. The game's breathtaking, visually innovative gameplay makes it a must-play for fans of creative city buildings, or at least we hope so. Soar through the sky and create a civilization unlike any other in Airborn Empire. All Will Fall is an ambitious city-building game set to release in early 2025, plunging players into a post-apocalyptic world where rebuilding society is a matter of survival. In this gritty landscape, you'll take charge of a fledgling settlement, scavenging scarce resources while fending off raiders and mutated creatures that roams the wasteland. The game's dynamic weather system and day and night cycle adds a layer of realism, forcing you to adapt your strategy, whether it's braving storms to gather materials or fortifying defenses under the cover of darkness. With a focus on resource management and a stark immersive atmosphere, All Will Fall promises to redefine the genre by blending survival mechanics with traditional city-building challenges. All Will Fall waves a compelling narrative where your choices shape city's fate. You'll navigate tense diplomacy with rival factions, each vying for power, and your decision could lead to prosperity or ruin. Set during the golden age of the Roman Empire, Anno 117, Pax Romana puts you in the role of a governor tasked with expanding and managing provinces. Balance economic growth, cultural development, and military strength while navigating political intrigue. With intricate production chains and detailed diplomacy, this Ubisoft, oh my god, no, please, no, title is a must-play for history buffs and strategic enthusiasts alike. The game introduces a modular approach, allowing new players to explore specific provinces with more context and story, and most likely black samurais, while core players can manage multiple lines and engage in trade, from constructing aqueducts to managing gladiator games. And Anno 117 Pax Romana promises the most detailed simulation of Rome yet, making it a cultural standout title for fans of historical city buildings, but feel free to skip on this one just because, you know, Ubisoft. Blast off into space with Beyond These Stars, where you build colonies on distant planets and oversee interstellar trade. The game introduces unique challenges such as managing resources across multiple planets and navigating diplomacy with alien civilization. The game's cosmic setting and inventive mechanics like building on the back of a space wheel make it a standout title. Beyond Those Stars offer a fresh take on genre, blending exploration, strategy, and city building in a way that's truly out of this world. City Tales Medieval Era arrives in mid-2025, immerses player in the Middle Ages with a historically rich city-building adventure. You'll construct a bustling medieval city complete with timber-framed houses and towering cathedrals, while managing a feudal economy and navigating noble politics. The event system will keep players on their toes, with plagues, invasion, or bountiful harvests that demands quick thinking to keep your city thriving. Set in a fantasy realm, Earth of Oryn lets you construct kingdoms and manage citizens in a world filled with magic and mythical creatures. Your leadership will shape the destiny of this enchanting world, offering a rich narrative experience. The game's complex ecosystem and dynamic events such as peasants' revolts and magical phenomena add a depth and challenge. Whether you rule with kindness or iron fist, please go with the fist, it's better. Heart of Oryn promises a captivating journey through a beautiful crafted fantasy world. Fata Deum, which I don't know what it means, and lets you play as a god in a whimsical city building romp, shaping a world through divine power. This is very interesting because it looks like the old black and white too. It's not a racial crime statistic, it's a game that is very nice, you should probably play it. You'll guide your followers' cities with miracles, landscape-altering feats, and summoned creatures, all while managing their fate to fuel their influence. A morality system tracks your action, benevolent or wrathful, leading to a variety of outcomes Its vibrant, cartoonish art and epic fantasy soundtracks gives it a larger-than-life feels that hard to miss. Reviving the God game vibe with modern flair that has sparked much excitement, especially from me. I'm going to play this absolutely. Set in an alternate early 20th century timeline where World War I never ended, KAISERPUNK blends city building with grand strategy, manage production chains, navigate global conflicts, and choose between diplomacy or domination. These games offer a unique mix of micromanagement and strategical depth. Step into an alternate 1998 with Metropolis 1998. From now on, I will just call it Metropolis, thank you. A retro-futuristic city-building game. Design and decorate individual buildings with unprecedented detail, all while managing a city with a blend of 90s aesthetics and futuristic technology. Its chunky art style and synthwave soundtrack make it a standout title. The game's deep customization option and nostalgic vibes have already sparked interest. With a free demo available on Steam, Metropolis 1998, this game is shaping up to be a unique and memorable addition to the genre. Night is Coming, arriving in early 2025, plunges players into a city-building struggle under an eternal night. In this eerie world, light is your most precious resource, used to grow food and power your settlement, while shadows dwelling creature lurks beyond in every walls. Survival hinges on clever resources management and robust defenses, with every decision feeling like a fight against the dark or in the dark. Probably both. The game strikes light and shadow visuals, pairing with a haunting soundtrack craft an unforgettable atmosphere. In the first Explorers, you'll establish the first human settlement in uncharted territories, navigate challenges like resource scarcity, environmental hazards, and indigenous population as you build the foundation of society, also known as colonialism, in an era defined by discovery and adventure. The game's emphasis on exploration and survival adds a layer of excitement and unpredictability. The first Explorers is perfect for players who enjoy a mix of city buildings and adventures, offering a fresh take on the genre. The King is watching, so you better be careful, Bong. No, actually I meant The King is Watching is set for late 2025 release, and flips the city building script by casting you as the monarch obsessed with control. Beyond constructing a city, you'll monitor your citizens' every move, using a unique surveillance system, rooting out dissent before it festers into rebellion. So you're a creep pretty much, yeah. The social simulation is intricate. Balancing prosperity with loyalty means making tough calls that could alienate or unite your people. Its dark, atmospheric art and ambient soundtrack amplify the tension, creating a world where power hangs by every thread. Times of Progress spawns multiple eras, guiding your civilization from the Stone Age to the Space Age, adapting to new technologies, social changes, social changes and challenges as time marches forward. This forward-looking take on urban development offers a dynamic and evolving gameplay experience. Players will need to balance innovation with tradition, ensuring their city thrives through their ages. With its ambitious scope and engaging gameplay, Times of Progress is a standout title for fans of historical and futuristic city buildings alike. Okay, this is going to be amazing because I for sure cannot spell this. Immerse yourself in Mesoamerica with Tlatoani Aztec cities. As an Aztec ruler, you'll construct sprawling cities, oversee tributes, and navigate the intricate politics of the Aztec Empire. These games offer a unique dive into a lesser explored historical setting. Players will need to balance resource management with the needs of their citizens and the gods. The game's rich mythology and cultural depth make it a fascinating addition to the genre, offering a fresh perspective on city building. Town to City, launching in early 2025, offers a classic city building experience with a modern twist, guiding players from a quaint village to a sprawling metropolis. I mean, it feels like every game is like this, so I wrote this, so I guess my fault. The focus here is on planning, designing efficiency layout for roads, housing, and industry, while keeping citizens happy and productive. Resource management feels intuitive yet rewarding, with a variety of buildings and upgrades to unlock as your town grows. A sandbox mods sweeten the deals, letting you unleash your creativity without limits, perfect for dreamers who want to craft their ideal cityscape. Thanks to a polished interface and a true tutorial that eases newcomers into the genre. I want to be clear, I'm not paid by them, but I wish I was. Its charming aesthetics and straightforwardness mechanics have already drawn attention as a crown pleaser. And we are done. These are the city building games coming up in 2025, each offering something a little bit different. Let's hope that some of them are gonna be good. Do you love city building games? Let me know which one are you looking forward. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.